Every animal on Earth fears fire. When a forest burns, predators and prey alike run in the exact same direction, away from the flames. Except for one creature. Over 1 million years ago, an early human ancestor did the unthinkable. Instead of running away, they stepped toward the embers. That single moment didn't just change our tools or our environment. It fundamentally rewired our biology. To understand why, you have to look at the massive metabolic dilemma facing early humans. The human brain is a glutton. It makes up only 2% of your total body weight. Yet it consumes over 20% of your daily caloric energy just to stay operational. For millions of years, our ape-like ancestors were trapped in a biological dead end. Raw food requires immense energy to digest. A modern chimpanzee spends up to 6 hours every single day simply chewing tough raw leaves and fibrous plants. Raw meat isn't much easier. It takes massive muscle strength, heavy chewing, and hours of digestive work to break down. In evolutionary biology, this created what scientists call the expensive tissue hypothesis. Both brains and digestive organs require enormous amounts of metabolic fuel to maintain. Nature imposed a strict trade-off. You could have a massive gut to digest raw vegetation, or a massive brain to think. You simply could not afford the calories to power both. Then came the cooking revolution. Harvard anthropologist Richard Wrangham proposed that learning to cook food over fire unlocked human potential. When you heat raw tubers, starches, or meat, the fire essentially performs the hardest part of digestion outside the body. Heat breaks down tough plant cell walls, denatures complex proteins, and gelatinizes starches. It renders calories vastly more available while cutting the physical labor of chewing down to minutes. To process these soft, cooked starches, humans even evolved additional copies of the AMY1 gene, allowing our saliva to instantly start breaking down carbohydrates before food even reaches the stomach. This sudden flood of easily accessible energy triggered a dramatic biological shift. Over thousands of generations, human jaws shrank, our teeth became smaller, and our stomach muscles weakened. Most importantly, our intestinal tract shrank by nearly 60% compared to our primate cousins. Because our bodies no longer needed to maintain a massive, energy-hungry digestive system. That freed up metabolic energy was redirected straight to our heads. In an evolutionary eye blink, our brains nearly tripled in size and neural complexity. But fire altered more than just our internal anatomy. It completely restructured human psychology and society. Before fire, the arrival of night meant absolute darkness, freezing cold, and extreme vulnerability. Early primates had to sleep high up in trees, waking up constantly at every rustle in the dark. Fire created a secure sanctuary on the ground, keeping big cats and nocturnal predators at a distance. This safety allowed humans to enter deeper, uninterrupted sleep stages, specifically REM sleep, which is vital for memory consolidation, emotional processing, and creative problem-solving. Furthermore, fire extended the daylight hours by 4 to 5 hours every single evening. Instead of retreating into darkness at dusk, tribes gathered around the central hearth. In the glow of dancing flames, humans didn't just chew food. They looked at one another. The campfire became the birthplace of complex language, abstract storytelling, and cultural mythologies. Daytime talk was about survival, hunting, gathering, and danger. Nighttime talk around fire was about imagination. It transformed us from solitary, defensive foragers into deeply connected, cooperative social networks. Today, every time you sit down to a cooked meal, turn on a stove, or gather around a campfire with friends, you are participating in a 1-million-year-old biological tradition. You are not just an ape that learned to use a tool. You are a creature constructed by heat. We didn't just learn to tame wildfire. Fire took our ancestors, shrank our bodies, expanded our minds, and created us.